They don't want to be on the rail here. They do have angle going to the short rail. These might be forced to play into the short side of the 8, playing the 8 in the right middle. Play the 8 in the top right as well. Just powered right out of it. Good shot there, being frozen on the rail. Tougher than it looks to hit it that well, with that much power. Both of these players from Spain play at a higher pace. Kind of suiting partnership.
They're good for a full rack run here in rack number 1. Off to a good start, looking confident. Well, experience in this doubles format definitely has value. Just kind of getting the flow of what the communication's going to be like between your partner. We've seen some teams in this mixed doubles that don't speak the same language, so just rely on kind of placement communication or pointing communication. Not an issue in this one. Both players on the left communicating in English. Spanish on the right for the two Spaniards. We have 3 events underway this week. Men's Billiard Beckman Men's Open, Carino Women's Open, and the mixed doubles. I'll bring you some results from that as this match goes on. Strongest team by combined Fargo in the mixed doubles is Chaeyu Cho and Feder Gorst, and they're actually out of the tournament. So just showing that strong individual play doesn't always translate into strong team play. Cho has been overall very successful in the team events. Gorst had a semifinal finish to the Las Vegas Open with his partner Bean Hung. Push scenario here for he and Chen. Just pushing up to the top right is okay. Mario's thinking about the jump. He's tempted by it. Not much verbal communication here. Looks like he is kind of leading the way. Bit more consultation now. Looks like Mario just wants to leave the right edge of the 1. I don't mind this. A few less options than if they were to push it up to the right corner. Depends how much they have of it here. Just a quick look and deciding they don't have enough. They were trying to leave more of an edge. Yeah, to the jump cue for Mario. He's going to leave an offensive chance here. Cubo can beat a scratch to the long rail. Gonna have to come between the 3/8, back towards the 2 in the same pocket. Nicely played. A little heavy on the speed. Ruiz would like to play the 3 in the left middle. It's going to be a very small angle past the 8. Still have the angle to move towards the 4. So they're going to take it. Great shot there from Ruiz. Proper angle for Ropero, and they're off to a flying start here. This mixed doubles division is getting more and more competitive every tournament. Seeing more teams with second or third time partnerships. Just kind of seeing the women get a little more comfortable, and teams coming up with a solid strategy to not overcoach. Just kind of play their own games, which I believe is the best overall recipe in doubles. Good start for the Spaniards. No offensive chances yet for he and Chen. Chen is coming off a victory at the Women's Soaring Eagle Classic in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. I guess it was about 10 days ago now. She also won the Las Vegas Women's Open this year. And the women's title in Spain. So, not necessarily one of the players that's talked about as being in the top 5 women in the world, but the results are showing different. It'll be Ropero to break in rack number 3. And they're looking to hold some strong momentum here. Flawless play so far. From the side rail, Ropero hits them with good power. Good square hit right on the nose. Good spread of the balls, but nothing down. So first offensive chance for he and Chen. Not going to be able to hold the cue ball for the 2. They might consider drawing into the 2, which could actually open the 2 into the 4-7. Might be just a little too much angle to achieve that, but if it's there, he'll have a look at it. Mario just choosing to leave distance. Confidence in his partner here. Chen's considering playing the 2 off the 4. As long as she does hit the 4, she should be okay. If it does miss, the 2 will be going back into the short rail. Close call here, considering the scoreline. Does go bad. Don't want to be in a spot where they're trailing 3-0. Looks like she's going to back off and play safe here. That's a real smart shot. Very close to the 5. Ruiz being one of the better jumpers in the world, so don't rule it out for him. He is going to go here. There's 2 inches, 3 at very most between the cue ball and the 5. Ruiz not scared of it. Look at that cue ball get up so quickly. He was so focused on getting over the 5, he lost the aim on the 2. So good choice there from Chen and He. Coming up with ball in hand now. Can't play a breakout off the 2. They'll never develop anything back towards the 3. Mario going to draw up the right long rail here, try to leave an angle. He has. Decent percentage chance to get on the 4 if they do get it in the 7. Into the 7, but she's missed the 3, and I believe they've left it. So long one here for Ropero. She does have enough. It's tight. I think Ruiz is called a kick safe. Trying to kick the 3 to the short rail and play the cue ball over near the 6-10. Or just overcutting the 3 and playing the cue ball to that area. Good shot. Just left it though. Open table play now for He and Chen. They're going to need this game. Options here. Try to get straight on the 5 and play it into the longer pocket. Can come up near mid-table and play the 5 in the same pocket. Could favor the middle table play. Contact the 4 thinly here. Yeah, it was just coming from such a thick angle. She did her best to get into the thin side of the 4, but still caught it just a little too thick, and the top overran the speed there. So big shot here in the first set. Forget this is an elimination match. You wouldn't think so, considering the strength of these two teams. But Chen and He are going to be likely in a bad spot here, facing elimination. Ruiz has been playing a little more on the PBS as of late. Won the PBS event in Spain, his home country. He was a part of Team Spain in Las Vegas, the World Team Championships. Nice to have him on tour. Very entertaining player, plays with good speed and aggressive style. Perfect on the 8 here. So a quick 3-0 lead for Ropero and Ruiz here. It's going to be FSR to break in rack number 4. He has the kind of break that plays well into these Pro Billiards Series racking rules. Mainly the hand rack. Mainly that he's able to produce big power off his break while still controlling it pretty well. He had a couple matches that I did in the Spain Pro Billiards Series where he had 2 break-in runs in the race to 4. Watch this, just puts everything into it, up off his back leg. Big power. And the 5 has tried to find a pocket, but the 4 does. And that's the advantage of being able to hit them with power like that. Bigger percentage of finding a ball into a non-intended pocket. They're on the 1 as well. Chance to close out the set here without too much done wrong by he and Chen. Ruiz is going to try to get an angle inside the 6, close to the right long rail. They're just thinking about exactly where they want to be on the 5 to achieve that angle. To be a little wider here, I believe, but this will play fine. Might have actually been playing it there. A little easier to pocket a ball that you're looking more directly at rather than a back cut. Got caught a little in between here. Cue ball's kind of drawing into the 9 and it's kind of following into the 10. Ropero considering if she leaves him long, how that'll play. Getting closer to it. It's not hard to pocket the 7. Let's get a little bit creative with the position here. He was able to draw above the 9. Nice shot. speed up. He's not going to, and we'll see how offensive Ruiz wants to get. This is going to be more about playing the cue ball below the 10 here. And it's going to be close. All players down with a quick look to see if he's got the angle, and I believe he has. Chen coming to the table with their jump cue. He considering a couple kick options. Not much to hide behind here. It's going to leave some kind of offense for Spain. Chance at the set win. Going to have to elevate a bit. She's got it. And a strong performance from Ruiz and Ropero in the first set here, and they've taken it down in straight games. In quick fashion, too. Only 25 minutes into this match. Looks like Chen's going to go for a break along with Mario. And we'll be back for set number 2. And we're back here with set number 2 between Maite Ropero and Francisco Sánchez Ruiz against Mario He and Wei Tzu-Chien. This is Eric Orlison bringing you the action. Spaniards got off to a great start in set number 1, winning all 4 games. Performing at a 900 player overall performance. Really flawless play from the two. Push situation now for Chen. It's a bit of a strategy that's involved in the pushes here in the mixed doubles. If Ruiz and Ropero were to give it back, it flips over to the next player. So typically you'd want your stronger player to be coming in the case of a turnover. Good speed here from Ruiz, and they're right behind the 10. Jump attempt from He, and it's not going to work out here. So another chance for Ropero and Ruiz to get going. Come up a little straight here, but they have a small angle going to the right. Oh, first missed ball from Ruiz. Chance for Chen and He to take their first rack of the match. Take a good positional shot back to the 4. Need to be straight on the 4 to follow straight through to the short side of the 5. 2 rails back now for Mario. One run into the 7 or the 9. He has, and might not have left the potting angle here. Chen can throw this in with some right spin if she wants. That'll be counterproductive for getting down towards the 5, but no other option really. Mario's thinking about a creative save here, banking the 4 all the way around. Bring the cue ball around, pardon me. Yeah, that was always the risk there. They've got away with it to some extent. Ropero can play the 4 up the middle now and leave the 8, 9 as blockers. Ruiz is going to say play the cue ball behind the 10. Aggressive there, in my opinion. See if they have enough of the 4 here. Kind of a half smile on Mario's face, so they might not. Good play there from he. Nice thin contact on the 4. Looks like they've edged the pocketing angle here. Tough kick safe here. Guaranteed hit. Just trying to find a way to get the cue ball safe. Could try to run it near the 7, but I don't know how much that's going to help them. Might bring 9 into play as a blocker. Not bad. The 5 still in a tough spot. Tough to create any kind of draw action up table. Only real offensive path is to play a combo under the 5-6, which is tough. Mario can play the cue ball behind the 6 if he wants to back off here, and I don't mind that play. So much distance between the cue ball and the 5. 5's decently close to the 6, but just tough to judge this combo. Really don't think he was trying to make it there, and I'm surprised if he was playing safe he played it that way. But he's left distance here. Cue ball be running into the 6 if they try to pocket the 5. Then off the left side was always going to leave the cue ball kind of near the pocket. They wanted the cue ball to get in line with the 7-9. This will be the best chance for he and Chen to get on the board. It'll be a dangerous team once they get going. Oh, she's underdrawn it. I think Mario's going to be forced to duck again. Try to run the cue ball into the 7. It's called the 6. We'll see how aggressive he really gets at it. Playing the short side of the bank if he does go all the way across. Two-way shot there. Kick and stick likely now for Ruiz. Six is going to line up with the 8. Advantage back to Spain now. Just a couple positional errors from Chen so far in this match, really minor ones. Just haven't been able to put together that strong offensive charge that they're looking for. It's a good attempt there. Looks like they might leave it. They have. Ropero has her jump cue just in case, but I'm pretty sure she has enough of it. Good stuff from Ropero. And she's definitely improved over the last 6 months. Doing these Pro Billiards series that she's been a part of for the past couple of years. I always felt that she was a player with a lot of talent, just needed a little bit of honing and sharpening in certain areas. And she's been showing it last few times I've seen her. Just getting more comfortable on the international stage as well. Big part of it. See her pocketing ability and fearlessness of speed, not a problem. And they're good now to take their 5th game in a row here. See Mario kind of bowing his head, knowing that they could have got off to a better start in set number 2. And again, with the threat of elimination on the table, spirits are going to be a little bit low on the he and Chen side. Undefeated notable teams in the mixed doubles. Shasha Liu, Shea, Easton and Shaw, the fillers, undefeated, playing Fisher and Kazakis, Kawahara and Oi against Seo and Capito. Former mixed doubles champions Muyan Zhang and Oliver Shonaki. Christina Tkach and Eklund Kachi. The Oceans. Han Yu and Wu Kun Lin. Just a star-studded field of international players here teaming up for the 40,000 first prize. Ruiz again with the big power, and see how much spin he got on the 8 ball there after some collisions. It's down in the top right. Looks like a path is possibly opened up to the bottom right for the 1. Good overhead shot here. If anything, the 9 is just edging part of the pocket. It does look available from this angle. Cue ball will be running into the 2. It'll play better with a bit of draw. Off the 7. How's the 2 going to play? Thinly. To see how thin. Big stretch for Ruiz here. So going to his extension. Ball is cuttable. Lots of room up the middle to have the cue ball travel 2 short rails back. He's got it. Just has to avoid the 9. Not the best clip off of it. But a thin one still available for Ropero, and the cue ball can come around 3 rails here. As she's pointing out. So easy to undercut that ball. Gonna leave he and Chen in tough here. It is cuttable, but position towards the won't be able to hold. 2-rail position towards the 4. So he's thinking about coming underneath it. Possibly back all the way on top of it. Here it comes. And he's good here. They've had a couple very good chances to get their first game on the board. This is another good one. So overhit the speed. If anything, we've seen these tables playing a little bit on the fast side this week, particularly on day 1. Seems to me they've kind of acclimated the conditions in the playing arena, and tables seem to be playing more natural speed now, but that one was overhit. Just wondering if that's still a small issue. But really, third good chance for he and Chen to get all the way through a rack, and just coming up with a positional error. Main thing that's been tripping them up. Gonna get the cue ball behind the 7 here. They played. Does have the left edge. He's going to cross bank this over. Mainly trying to bank it 2 rails and back to the middle of the short rail. Shot. No real advantage now. Gonna take a good save to get behind the 9 here. Mario's gonna try an aggressive long bank. And he's got it. And that's the boost they needed there. Gonna level the second set score at 1 each now. Took a risk there and it paid off. Chen's underdrawn this. Should be okay to come around 3 rails, but wanted to be more straightforward here. Watch out for the speed again. And he's underneath it. Obviously was never playing it all the way underneath it, so he's going to have to take note that the tables are playing a little bit faster than what his feel is. Good recovery shot from Chen. Getting their first game on the board, and a little tap on the table there from Chen. Just trying to pump themselves up a bit after losing the first 5 games. Men's and women's opens are underway. We're down to the winners' qualification matches. Pardon me, we have 16 players qualified for the last 32 at this point. Some notables there: Wojciech Szewczak, Max Lechner, Albin Ocean, Ralph Souquet, Alex Kazakis, David Alcady, Robbie Capito, Joshua Filler, Fedor Gorst, Oliver Shalnocki, Dennis Grabe, Victor Zielinski, Naoki Oi, Kasper Matikainen, Eklund Kachi, and Daniel Massiol, all advancing undefeated to this point. I was thinking about just reading off 5 or 6 names, but I got going and they happen to all be world-class names, so I just went down the whole 16 players qualified there. Strong event here in Austria this week. Power from Chen, nothing down. One's behind the 2. Ruiz will be captaining this push call here. Not too many thoughts. Initially favoring pushing near the top left. I like that. Pocketing will be tough. Position will be even tougher. No straightforward safes from that position. So we'll get the cue ball close to the rail here. Shot. Called the one on the side. Definitely on some kind of safe attempt. Can't quite see the path yet. Shot, guaranteed distance. Blockers have come into play. There's a window between them, and there's a good kick save from Ruiz. As intended. Another high percentage 2-railer here. Gonna try to get the cue ball near the 9 on this one. Considering it jump, seems pretty aggressive to me. They're high enough chance to get a kick safe here. So they're settled on in the end. Yeah, she's called the side pocket. Does she actually want it to go in? She does if they've caught the window. They haven't. He's got the jump, so Mario coming up with 2 big shots in the last 2 racks. And Chen and he are going to be favorites again here in rack number 3. Kicking balls in, jumping balls in. Things going well for he and Chen at the moment. Ball's going to be in the way of getting straight in on the 6. They can deal with some angle here. Low in between here for he. Definitely going to have to draw this, try to slow the cue ball down. That spin catching nicely off the rail there. Predator cloth. Here come Chen and he, the first lead of the match. Have the break in rack number 4. Let's see how Ruiz and Ropero deal with a bit of adversity here. Women are down to the winners qualification rounds in their singles event. They'll be playing down to a final 16 redraw. Notable matches there include Jasmine Ocean against Xiaofang Fu, Savannah Easton against Chihiro Kawahara. Maite Ropero is advanced undefeated so far and actually playing Wei Tzu-Chien. So both of these players running into each other in the draw in different divisions. Han Yoon, Christina Tkach, Kelly Fisher, Seo Soa, Pia Filler, all undefeated so far. Referee doing his best to give both teams a good rack. He and Chen didn't have much offensive opportunity in the first rack, as the score in the first set, as the score indicates. They've come back decently strong here in the second set, kicked off by a long bank from Mario He. He's also jumped in a ball in this set. Chen's kicked in a ball. He going from the side rail, hits him with big power, similar to Ruiz. Cross the rack a little bit. Nothing down this time. Offensive bank on offer for Ruiz if he chooses. I'd like to get the cue ball behind the 4 on some kind of safe play. I'll have to draw into that position. Gonna settle on the bank. a little long. Let's see how offensive Chien wants to get here. Pretty high percentage safe with the cue ball behind the 8, but the offense is tempting and she's going to go at it. Ideally would like to run into the 6 coming across one rail. 8 might be in the way of that play. So she'll have to cross over the 6. I'll try to hold it. Got into the angle real thick just because she was trying to hold it so much. They've come out okay here. Ropero forced a kick at this one with some left spin. Position will be built in. One ball's pretty close to the pocket. Just to judge the amount of spin properly here. Yeah, didn't get quite enough into it. Cue ball's going to run into the 5, but not going to change much as far as the 5-9. They'll be able to use the 3 to break out the 5-9. They have to take the 2 into the long pocket here. Silver hit it. Might have to go behind the 10 with the cue ball now. It's going to offer more defensive save. Going to leave a chance at the hit here. But a little higher percentage on guaranteeing some kind of blocker. They have left the right edge of it, I think. If not, Ruiz can have an easy kick off the short rail. Good communication from this Spanish team. We've played together a couple times now. Ruiz just running by his thoughts to Ropero. Nicely played if it holds up. It had to catch the rail there, and it did. So another tough one for he here. He's answered the call in his last couple tough spots. Nice shot. So he might even get over the right angle to get into the 5, and he has. So Mario He pulling out some great shots here in set number 2. They've opened up the 5. So a chance to get on the hill now for He and Chien. Bit of cue ball movement left in this rack. Middle of the table's nice and open. Wasn't playing to go into it there. He might be forced to ramp 3 rails out of the corner here. If he does, there's a danger of running into the 9. It's thick enough to draw right out of it. That's a great shot there, really manipulating the cue ball, getting it to draw very quickly off the 6. Just for all you viewers at home, a shot like that, if you don't follow through short, kind of shorten your follow through a little bit, the cue ball will have too much rotation and it won't catch quick enough. You'll never get that much direct draw off a ball like that. Called like a nip draw or a quick draw. Entertaining second set here. Chen and he have answered the call. Onto the hill now. Going to be Chen to break in rack number 5. Take a look at some of the stats here. After the first set and 4 games into the second set. 5 points separating them in overall player performance. 772 to 767. Only 1 missed ball from Tzu-Chien and he. 3 from Ropero and Ruiz. High level match overall. Cut break from Chen. Nothing down. The first offensive opportunity for Ropero and Ruiz in a few racks. Looks like they have a small angle going up table. Gonna have to play the 2 in one of the middle pockets, likely the left middle pocket. Little short on the speed from Ruiz. They'll be wanting to be able to draw the cube out of the short rail while avoiding the 3. Looks like they're confident with that play. Gonna follow it. Not sure how. Gonna have to go into the 3, and they have. It's come out well. They went on a very good offensive run in the first set, showing their overall offensive capability. To get through this rack, they'll be back to 3-2. Putting a bit of pressure back on Chen and He. That one in, use the whole pocket there. Looking good to take down rack number 5 here. Considering their options, what side of the 8 they want to be on. Ropero favoring the middle of the table. Just a little further from the 8 than ideal. Good angle to still hit the ball just above medium speed. Slightly too much angle here for Ruiz. See if he wants to hold it or come all the way around 4 rails. Power check, played well. Back to 3-2 now likely. There it is. Up the break in rack number 6. Give you a little update. Some other matches going on in losers round number 1. Uman Heibler and Ralph Souquet against Song and Zielinski up 1 set. Chia Chen, Daniel Massiol up a set against Montpellier and Jude. Fu and Grabe have defeated Stadler and Bongers. Kaplan and Newhausen up a set over Grimm and Putnik. Hjalmarström and Matikainen up 1-0 against Torvin and Gangfloat. Sriracha and Corral 1-0 against Cho and Gorst. I actually mistakenly said that Cho and Gorst were out of the tournament. They are in fact not. They're on the loser side right now, but stuck a set in that match.
6 aquí
Ay, que la traiga para acá.
y que la blanca se quede aquí. Para asegurarte que la blanca pegue en manda.
Vale.
¿Tú crees que te retruca o no?
Yo creo que no.
Puede ser que te retruque.
Tiro el que tú me has dicho.
O si no, tira mucho. Tira lo que te he dicho.
¿Aquí?
Sí, sí, sí. Tira tiempo. 8 segundos. ¿Pasa si te allí?
Sí. Que si no te sientes, ¿sabes? Para romperlo, pero
Voy a tirar rojo.
se ha puesto otra vez.
Voy a
Mira,
tirarme
mejor la ropa.
Ahora,
No hay modo.
lo tienes que forzar. Vale, ahí todo. Vale. te gusta, ¿no?
Sí,
Por ahí la sacas por el hueco.
¿Te la pego a banda?
Sí, pégame la banda, o para atrás o aquí. Vale.
¿Qué te pasa?
Pasa nada, hay que colocar muy bien. Prefiero que me tire aquí, aquí y ahí. O me la
Lo que intento poner ahí.
intenta poner. Ya está aquí. Si llegas aquí, intenta llegar ahí, o si no, proceso por detrás del 8.
Vale.
Si no te gusta. Ir y volver.
Si me la dejas aquí también me va. Sí, pues tírala con confianza, con tu cuadro, puntos, estructura. Sí, y volver.
pasa?
Sí,
¿Pasa?
sí.
¿Pero bien?
¿Te la bajo aquí?
Me gusta que la tires aquí.
Ahí. Vale,
¿La puedo meter abajo o de frente?
vale.
¿Qué quieres?
Y si no, por aquí también.
Mira más arriba. Chocas un poquito y sales.
Muy directa. Pero mejor la otra.
Yo creo que la segunda.
Vale.
¿Está hecho?
Extension.
¿Vale? Porque la blanca te va a chocar de 8 un poquito.
Vale.
Asegúrala, céntrate en meterla.
balls here in this match overall. Just looking to give both teams a good rack. So we'll go home here. Chance to let the women's open. They Ropero. Mario's results in the men's open division. Looks like he's on the loser's side. That's opening round 2. The Casper Matikainen in the winner's qualification. So he'll be awaiting a match in the loser's qualification. Medium speed break from Chen. Hit them square, but nothing down. First chance it's safe here for Ropero and Ruiz. They're going to try to line the cue ball up with the 1-4, the 2-4-7. This is talking about drawing the cue ball. Aggressive bank attempt here. It's a safe option. He's got it. 2 has the top left. Just playing to the right of the 7. Ruiz and Ropero did have one chance to finish off the match. Caught in a tough spot, drawing off the 4 to the 8. Got away with the 2 ball. Okay there. Close to full coverage on the 2. Have the thinnest left edge. Down on both knees, seeing how much they have of it. They are going to try to take a thin flip at it. cue ball almost to the side. I'll leave the 2 over the side. 3 of the next 4 balls directly over pockets. 6, 7, and really every ball except for the 9 nice and close to a pocket here. Pull the table open. Chance for a small upset from Ropero and Ruiz. They played very well. Continue playing like this. Start picking you a favor going forward. The last round of play on day 3 here. Take a look over at table 1. Not quite sure of the status. It'll be hard to finish this off. Might have one more live match for you. Oh, got 5 more days of pool left from Austria. Down to the elimination stages. He's underdrawn this. Careful. It's thick enough to draw out. Just be mindful of the speed here.
Aunque te pase también te puedo colocar.
Abajo me vale.
¿Te vale abajo?
Sí.
Good. One more good pot and they're through this match. Okay, and here they are. Good win here from Ropero and Ruiz, taking out a strong team in Tzu-Chien and Mario He. Those players will still be in action in singles, but that'll be it for the mixed doubles portion of this tournament. Those 2. So Ropero will advance. 2 more rounds so we get to the final 8 redraw. We're going to have plenty of great action for you for the rest of the week here from Austria. It's been Eric Horlison. Pleasure to be with you guys. Apologize for the slight communication at the beginning of the 3rd set there in the commentary, but hope you enjoyed the match and talk to you for the rest of the week. Talk to you soon.
Aparte ahí no te puedo colocar, se me ha quedado muy lenta. Ahí tengo que jugar sencillo para luego tú cuando.
Pero que para mí es mejor tirar la raya que arremeter.
El único que tenía era dejarte con el ángulo por el medio. Que dejara el ángulo para el medio. Si tiras de corrido, la ha dejado bien.